What are the functions that Maya speakers perform with their language? That's your duty, to help them to be able to do that. So that if they end up in Mexico or wherever, or they meet Maya speakers, they can communicate. And you don't have to have a textbook. Actually, sometimes a textbook can be a hindrance, right? How many of you know that? A textbook can be a hindrance.
That's fine.
Actually, you don't need textbook as such. If you're a good teacher, a good teacher can even take a bad textbook and just take points. You know, when I was using my textbook, I never finish it. I just use it as a guide. I always look for, okay, which function am I going to teach this week? We're going to do greetings. Okay, maybe next week we're going to do introducing oneself, or talking about your family, talking about your friends, talking about somebody that you like best. So that's talking about somebody. So now I'm going to now get myself together. What are the vocabulary that they need to perform that function? What is the grammatic? What is the grammar they need to perform that function? So now I'm putting the grammar and the vocabulary in context. And then I add the culture. What is the cultural information they need to perform the function? So you're going with the function. You can do every language person and every language teacher with or without a textbook, if you know the language. Textbook is really, really, truly a guide. It's okay. I mean, I know many American students, if they don't have it, it's like, they really, really want that textbook. But as a teacher, for you, it's not something you bring into class and start opening, okay, let's open to page 10. No. You prepare. That's why this is good. This is really my own textbook for teaching, because it guides me, okay, what vocabulary do I need to take? With greetings, I didn't start with vocabulary. If I were to do a lesson, my next lesson, if it's going to be on introducing yourself, I have to start with the vocabulary. And then I will put the vocabulary in context. And then the cultural context. And then I will also present it now. I will zero in on the grammar. For example, when I teach past tense, I try to say, okay, I'm going to tell you what I did yesterday. That's all. And every verb I'm using, they can tell is past. And then maybe the next lesson will be, what am I going to do next week? Future. But I'm not going to tell them, today we're going to learn about future tense. I'm going to tell them, I want us to talk about what I'm going to do next week or next summer. When I'm teaching past, I tell them, I'm going to tell you what I did last summer, because I have to use past tense. That's how native speakers function. Native speakers don't go around and say, oh, keep, kept, see, saw. No. They use it in context. So our goal is to constantly be thinking of what is the context that we want to base our function. Your language teaching is all about function. It's about function, because we perform functions with our languages. So you always ask yourself, what function am I going to teach today? I just taught you one function, greeting. It's a function. Next time it will be introducing yourself. That's another function. Or asking for direction. That's a function. Narrating in the past. That's a function. Describe your friend. That's a function. What grammar do you need for that function? What vocabulary do you need in that function? And I create a situation where people describe. My brother is lost. I went to the police station. The police wants me to describe my brother. That's a context where you describe, right? In real life. All the functions have to be put in real life situations. And that's what we need.
I'm a new student in Bloomington. I live apartment.
Yes, exactly.
And you get a context.
Exactly. Finding an apartment, that's a function. You call it an apartment person. There are so many things people teach. I mean, sometimes textbooks don't even do a good job about it. I've written about 5 textbooks. Yet, I don't follow my textbook. I just look for, okay, which function am I going to? I take maybe lesson 1 today, I could go to lesson 3. Because, textbooks, somebody sits down, using. So it's supposed to be a guide.
Yes, I was saying that I totally agree, 100%. Because some of those textbooks you would even need some functions that are very, very far inside the book. So you don't want to go, skip, all those pages and get there. And even students may ask questions, why don't we start from the beginning? So then, that's the coherence of trying to see the different functions that are mostly used every day for the students and start from there by creating context and situations.
I educate my thank you so much. I educate my students about even the textbook. I tell them I wrote this textbook you're using, but I don't necessarily follow it page to page. No, we will just deal with. I don't teach the textbook. I teach the language, and I just use the textbook to guide me, and also to guide the students when they're doing the assignment. So you are in a good position. Then you can do for Maya. The sky is the limit for you. Just like it was for me when I started teaching Yoruba 30 years ago. There was no textbook, so I just started. So you could really do a lot. But try to find out about backward curriculum design. This lesson plan is based on backward curriculum design. Yeah. Yes.
I wanted to add something about using the target language for instructions. I think that it's important to do so, because instructions are like, for students, it's their way to survive. If they understand instructions, they are going to be able to do more than that. And so, if you write the instructions in the target language, you're going to force them to look for a way to understand. Even if it's for homework, they will go home and they will look for some way, somehow, to understand the instructions. Also, usually instructions become repetitive, right? So they start to memorize. If you go and ask students who took, I don't know, maybe French in high school, they probably remember how to say, listen, repeat, read, go over, right? So those are words that, because of the repetitiveness and because of the need to understand that position that you put them in, I'm going to do this for homework and everything is written down in the target language. I mean, if they don't understand, so they'll look for someone to explain. They will be forced to use the language and to maybe indirectly find new strategies to learn it.
I think you're right. I agree 100% with you. Use the language for everything as much as possible, unless they're completely lost and they're so confused. And then you have to maybe write something down for them in English. If they can figure it out, because figuring out, guessing is a learning strategy for language. Being able to guess what is going on. We do that a lot. Even as native speakers, when people are talking, we don't get everything. We're using we're using context, we're using gesture, facial expressions to be able to, guess what the person, is saying. So the rule of the thumb, is that the expression, is use the target language as much as possible. Shoot for 100%, unless, there is a complete breakdown. And then you can go back to the 10% window. But please, especially since they don't go out and hear Maya. They don't go out and hear Yoruba. They don't go out and hear Wolof. Don't deny them the opportunity to hear the language in the way it's being used. That's what this is what this is advocating. Give these students the language. Any other questions? This is how to get me if you have more questions.
I have a comment like
Okay.
Apple this year is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. It's just 4 hours, so this is like a place closer, so I would suggest to go to Apple because there is also a special interest group for less taught languages, and that would interest you.
Yes. And there's also a less commonly taught language conference coming up in April, and it's in Chicago. It's also a driving distance, about 4 hours. it will also be good, you know, for you guys to get to meet people who are also working on less commonly taught languages. And we are planning next year, inshallah, you know, to bring Actful OPI big workshop here, where they will have up to 50 to 100, you know, participants. So it's going to be on our campus, and that means those who are on our campus can have it for half the cost, because we will be the host. So we've already, you know, talked to Actful, and CLE will be, you know, coordinating that. So that's in the working. Yeah, Actful is coming here for their big workshop. Yeah.
Do you know when?
Yeah.
Do you know when?
It's summer of
It's summer.
2018.
Okay.
It will be summer. Yeah. So
And
think of that.
The next workshop would be,
The next workshop for CLE will be next week.
Yeah, on
right,
the 10th.
Esther?
We'll send out the announcement by Friday.
It's on
It's on the
online.
10th, on online.
It's about online. It will be next Friday. Online
Online
teaching.
teaching.
Yes, yes. That will be next Friday. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. Yeah.
So we'll have another workshop next Friday. What's the title?
Yeah, it's video use in an online language course.
and it's going to be,
It's going to be here, exactly in the same room. It's on a Friday at 2:30, February 10th. Yeah, we'll send out the announcement by Friday. We'll start, you know, doing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
you.